It is a beautiful morning in Montreal. The sun is shining, birds are chirping, probably, and I'm flying on an airline that not many people have heard of. It's called Air Inuit. Basically, they fly into the absolute middle of nowhere and they transport goods, groceries, supplies, all that good stuff to remote villages all the way up in Inuit, Quebec. Without further ado, it's time to fly way up north, and I mean way up north. These places are only accessible by plane and sometimes ship. That's it. No roads, nothing. They don't connect mainland Canada to Inuit Canada. What do you think the chances of seeing a polar bear are, or seeing a moose are? Probably high, and successfully, probably very low. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. Alright, near to Montreal. Let's try to find this check-in area. Okay, check-in is completed. I mentioned that I'm going on a 737-200. It's really cool. So now we're gonna walk to the gate here. So I guess to get to the gate, we have to go take a big tunnel down here. We're currently under the airport right now. Crisis averted. Got my Timbs. I really need this coffee. I'm running off of 4 hours of sleep. That is just wonderful. Before we get flying, let's learn a little bit more about Air Inuit. Headquartered here in Montreal, they serve Quebec's northern communities called Nunavik. Now, in this region, a lot of towns are isolated. Let's take a route for an example. Our first stop, Grande, is just outside the Nunavik region and is accessible by road, but anything north of that is not. Our second stop, Puvirnituq, is part of Nunavik and is extremely isolated. Basically, it's only accessible by flight. And that's the detail that makes this airline special. They aren't just your ordinary point A to point B service. People's lives count on this company because without Air Inuit, the ones living in these remote territories wouldn't get their essential goods delivered. Plus, these flights allow for travel between villages and to bigger cities, like where we are now. So out here, these flights keep these communities connected to the rest of the world, because without them, even basic travel and supplies would be almost impossible to access. Well, to my surprise, I actually got some food here. Looks like we got yogurt, some apple juice, cheese. Looks like a muffin of some sort, maybe cornbread. Not really sure what this is. Let's take a look. Okay. Got a hash browns, eggs, sausage. Got some coffee over here too. Look at some of the things that we got on board here. So we got a little magazine. There, I could technically say that I spotted a polar bear. So we got a comment section.
Chers passagers, bienvenue à la Grande. Pour votre sécurité, nous vous demandons de demeurer assis avec votre ceinture bouclée. For a passenger going to Puvirnituq, this is a brief stop for around 15 to 20 minutes.
Welcome to the Grande, home of one of the most important hydroelectric energy systems in the world. But why here? Well, the answer goes back to 1971, when Quebec said, alright, we need a new way for energy. Their goal? Generate huge amounts of power by using the natural flow of rivers in the area. But there was a problem. This area was already called home by some Inuit and other communities, and development had already started without even notifying them or coming to an agreement. So in comes the James Bay and Northern Quebec Agreement, which was signed 4 years later in 1975. It gave the communities rights over their land, compensation, and even more control over their future, while also allowing hydroelectric projects like this to move forward. And that's why the Grande exists here today. Simply put, this region had what Quebec needed most: massive flowing rivers and the ability to generate energy at a scale that only a few places in the world can match. The 737-200 is such a classic and iconic plane, but why is this old thing still flying years upon years later, especially like this flight going to the middle of nowhere? Well, when this plane was built in the late 1960s, it was designed to be reliable and have the ability to handle harsh weather. Fast forward some years, and newer generations of the 737 came out, and these are the ones that we commonly see flying today. They replaced the classic 200 series, but newer technology isn't always better. This old variant is one of the only jet aircraft out there that can land on gravel. To do this, it needs something called a gravel kit. Places like Puvirnituq don't have paved runways, so landing a normal jet here with no gravel kit can spray up loose gravel and debris into the engines, causing damage to the aircraft during takeoff and landing. The gravel kit prevents this in two ways, one being the nose wheel deflector. This thing here acts as a shield. The other device is installed on each engine. It kind of looks like a rod coming out from the front, and air blows out at the end of it to disturb the airflow vortices. In simpler terms, it blows gravel away from the engine intake. So without older systems like this, flights to places with gravel runways would not be possible. Thank you.
Come on.
How's it going, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
Doing good. Oh, this is amazing.
First time in the 737-200?
Yeah.
Yay! Welcome on board.
Thank you. This is so cool.
The Nordic operation.
Yeah. How old is this thing? Like 40 something years old?
I think for MHI 40, 42, 43.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's doing good for 43 years old.
The old generation, but pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool to see these things still flying. So if you have a second, can you explain that gravel protect switch up there?
This gravel protect here is there. Here, for protect anti-ice on is there, and that's it. It works with the leader of the engine. The gravel cannot enter into the engine, in the intake.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, well, I'll let you be. Thank you very much for the tour.
Yeah, you're welcome, and enjoy your flight. Montreal.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So what do you guys load up here?
So these are the ULD, and then these are for the ballast, because otherwise it's gonna be too heavy. All the passengers at the back, and then this way we can load some cargo. All the cargoes coming to Puvirnituq, we're the only ones who bring all the groceries, medicines.
Okay.
So it's very beneficial in days, in time that we don't have a lot of pack. We're gonna show up in some cargo.
Okay.
And we always change this a lot of times. Yesterday it was a full configuration, 112 passengers, and today it's a 3 position.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Wow.
And then we could take off all the seats and make it to 6 positions.
Really? Wow. So you can adjust that wall back there where the passengers go.
You take it off, take the seats off, strip everything off, and it looks like this.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Wow.
Yeah. The panel, flight attendant panel, that's where we control the lights and also we do the communications. As you may notice, there's 2 interphones. One is for the primary communications and the other one is for the emergency communications. This one is going directly to the headset of the pilots.
Absolute pleasure having you guys. You guys were amazing.
Thank you.
Appreciate your hard work. I am very happy with that experience. I was not expecting half the stuff or all the stuff that even happened, and it was absolutely amazing to fly on such a cool plane and to have such a cool crew. Now, one of the big questions is it worth the price? Because these flights are pretty pricey. And I mean, I didn't go into town or anything, but if I went into town, Puvirnituq, and actually got some stuff, it would be like probably $10 for a bottle of juice and $20 for a little bag of chicken nuggets. So prices are definitely insane. So obviously, flights are going to be insane, but I found a way around it by booking different destinations, but in the end I had the same route. I discounted the price by $2,500. In total I paid $480. If you're actually using Air Inuit for legitimate travel, for example Montreal to Puvirnituq, direct, one way, you're staying there for a few days and then coming back, it's going to be really expensive. Basically, the main reason why these planes still fly today is because of 737-200 with the gravel kit installed. It's definitely the lifeline of Inuit areas right now. It gets medical supplies and groceries and it ships it all over there so they can just live. It's really going to be sad to see these things go, but I definitely think that planes almost pushing 50 years old, definitely time for some modernization. My thoughts on Air Inuit, I really liked them, and the main reason why was because of the crew. The crew was absolutely phenomenal. They were kind, so nice, and they made the experience so good, especially at the end. I really appreciate everything that they did. I'm so grateful to even fly on this plane, let alone have a crew that nice and outgoing. It's really fun seeing how it's like up there and what the people go through, how everyone lives their daily lives. Even the flight portion of it is really fun. So I'm gonna get some sleep now.